That's on my mom. You would let me fall. I come from roaches in my bed where they crawl up the wall. I smoke before I talk. I be so focused in this shit, you know. Where the time go? YouTube, how we doing? My reaction channel. I ain't gonna lie, it's been a minute, y'all. Definitely has been a minute. And the reason for that is because I've been on my gaming shit, you feel me? I'm gonna put the link to my gaming channel in the description, my music, and also Lume's channel right here, the guy we're gonna be reacting to today. But yeah, I haven't been on here in a little while, but I'm gonna be back on my grind for sure with the gaming, music, reactions, all that. I'm gonna be up to date with all that, you feel me? But yeah, Loom is some guy right here who basically explains his real life like story and events that really happened, and he puts them on his channel, and they're really cool. I ain't gonna lie. I binge watch his videos like every day when I'm sitting, chilling, smoking. You know, when I just want to watch some Loom. I mean, definitely got me hooked on his videos. But you know, I was like, fuck it, why don't I just start the reaction channel back up, feel me, and react to his videos because they cool to watch. So yeah, we better get right into it, y'all. For all my smokers who smoke, get y'all bong, rat, bro, whatever y'all smoking. Let me take this hill with me, and yeah, we better get straight into it.
Just broke into
my fault, y'all. It was muted.
a locked airplane, and he's a Washington State, 2008. A 17-year-old kid just broke into a locked airplane, and he's about to fly it across 3 states. He has 0 pilot training, never sat in a real cockpit, never touched real controls. Everything he knows about flying comes from a video game.
That sounds
Microsoft
dangerous.
Flight Simulator. That's it. It's 3 a.m. A small airport in Washington State. The Cessna 182 sits on the tarmac, dark and quiet. Colton Harris Moore picks the lock on the door, climbs into the pilot's seat. The cockpit is more complicated than the game. More switches, more dials, more things that can go wrong. But he studied this. Watched YouTube videos of pilots starting engines, read stolen flight manuals by flashlight in the woods. He knows the sequence. Battery on, fuel pump, mixture rich, throttle cracked, magnetos to both, starter. The propeller spins, the engine catches. The plane is alive. He's never done this before. Never taxied, never taken off, never landed. But he's done it 1,000 times in the game.
Right?
He releases the brakes. The Cessna rolls forward. Too fast.
Sure, he's taking off.
He taps the brakes. Learns the feel. The plane taxis toward the runway. No tower, no clearance, no permission. He lines up with the center line, pushes the throttle forward. The engine roars. The plane accelerates.
He's doing this shit illegally. Knots, no
60,
permission.
70. He pulls back on the yoke. The nose lifts. The wheels leave the ground. Colton Harris Moore, high school dropout.
High school dropout. I'm about to say he looked like a young boy.
Wanted by police in 3 counties, is flying. He banks east, climbs to 5,000 feet, disappears into the night sky. Behind him, the stolen Cessna's empty parking spot won't be noticed until morning. By then, he'll be 300 miles away. This
They're gonna have to
is
catch
his
him.
first plane. Over the next 2 years, he'll steal 4 more. And he's about to become the most wanted teenager in America.
That's crazy, bro. A teen?
Now pause for a second. A 17-year-old just stole and flew an airplane.
That's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
From a video game.
That's crazy.
That shouldn't be possible.
That's crazy.
Professional pilots train for years. Colton trained on Microsoft Flight Simulator. So how did he do it? And more importantly, why planes?
Yeah, like what's his motive for real?
Washington, 2006. 2 years earlier, a 15-year-old breaks into someone's house, not for jewelry, not for cash, but to play a video game on their computer. The owners are on vacation.
He breaks in the crib to play a video game. It's
3 days
crazy.
ago. He's not here for valuables. He's here for the PC. On the
Just
screen,
for their PC.
Microsoft Flight Simulator. He's been playing for 16 hours straight. No food breaks, no sleep.
Flight Simulator.
Just flying. Take off.
I wasn't even alive in
landing,
2006.
Crash, restart.
I was born in 2008.
Again. Most kids play this game for fun. Colton is studying it like a final exam he can't afford to fail. He's memorized the instrument panel, every dial, every switch, every gauge, altimeter, airspeed indicator, vertical speed, heading, fuel. He knows what they all mean, not from a classroom, from repetition. He crashes the virtual plane, studies what went wrong, adjusts, tries again. And here's the thing,
So he practiced
he's
it
not
and
just
practiced
playing,
it.
he's stealing flight manuals from small airports, reading them by flashlight in the woods where he's been hiding
So that's
from
how he knows
police,
so much.
matching the procedures in the manuals to the controls in the game, learning the language. Mixture rich for takeoff, carb heat on for landing, trim for climb, words that mean nothing to most people. Words that will keep him alive in a real cockpit. He practices emergency procedures, engine failure,
Everybody get their
electrical
snacks.
failure, how to glide,
You mean,
how
play
to
the
find
food
a
bowl
place to
cereal.
crash land without dying. By the time the homeowners return from
Got my
vacation,
Cheez-Its.
Colton is gone. The house is clean. Nothing stolen.
They're like, who the fuck broke in my fucking
and
house?
knowledge.
Took my food.
Hundreds of hours of flight training. Free. Stolen. Self-taught. Colton isn't studying Flight Simulator because he loves planes. He's doing it because he's been hunted by police since he was 12 years old. And he just realized something brilliant. Everyone's watching the roads. Nobody's watching the sky. What he does next will turn him into a legend. And a fugitive with the FBI, Homeland Security, and half of America trying to catch him.
That's crazy.
Now, you're probably asking the same question everyone asks. How is a 12-year-old running from police for years? Where does he live? Where are his parents? What the hell is actually going on here?
Real rap,
The
like what
answer
the
is
fuck?
darker than you think. And it starts with a childhood that made hiding in the wilderness feel like freedom. Kamano
Everybody got their
Island,
own ways.
Washington,
Do what they want to do, but
1991 to
that's some crazy
2006.
shit.
Colton Harris Moore was 8 years old the first time he stole food from a grocery store. Not
Gotta
because
do
he
what you
wanted
gotta
to,
do.
because he was starving.
Yeah, you gotta
His
do what you
mother
gotta
was an
do.
alcoholic who spent money on bottles
I don't
instead
blame
of
you.
groceries. His father wasn't in the picture. The house had holes in the walls and no heat in winter. Some nights, there was no food at all. So Colton learned to steal.
Yeah,
Bread,
bro, you can't blame a
canned
kid.
soup,
Like,
whatever he could fit
it's
under his
wrong,
jacket.
but
Teachers
you
saw
gotta
the
do it.
bruises, the dirty clothes, the kid who came to school hungry every day. But nobody did anything. The system looked the other way. By 12, he had his first arrest.
that's what's fucked up,
Stealing
though.
a bicycle. By 13, he was breaking into vacation homes on the island. Not for money or TVS, for warmth, for food, for a place where nobody would hit him. At 14,
He had to do what he had to
they
do.
sent
That's
him to
all I'm
juvenile
hearing.
Detention. He lasted 3 weeks. Then, he escaped.
He escaped,
And here's where
okay.
most kids would run home. Or to a friend. Somewhere safe. Colton ran into the forest. The Pacific Northwest wilderness. Dense trees. Freezing rain. Mountains that could kill you if you didn't know what you were doing.
Yeah, he crazy as
He
shit.
was 14 years old. And he chose the forest over civilization. Because the forest didn't hurt him. The forest didn't yell. Didn't drink. Didn't lock
Yeah,
him
he
in
wanted
rooms.
peace. That was his
So he
peace.
learned to survive. He built shelters from branches and stolen tarps.
He
Figured
learned
out
survival.
which berries wouldn't poison him.
That's good to learn, though.
How to stay dry in constant rain. How to move through the woods without leaving tracks. For months, he lived like this. A ghost on Kamano Island. The police knew he was out there somewhere. They searched,
They couldn't find him,
set
though.
up patrols. But Colton knew the island better than they did.
Yep.
He'd
He said,
disappear for
"Dickhead, you
weeks,
gotta catch
then
me."
break into a house while the owners were at work, shower, eat, sleep in a real bed, and
Yo, he
vanish
would
before
really-
sunrise.
He would really do what he gotta
Sometimes
do,
he'd
yo.
leave chalk
In somebody
drawings
else's
on the
crib
walls.
and leave.
Little sketches.
That's
His
really
way of
crazy.
saying, I was here. The locals called him the boy in the woods. By 15, Colton had been living this way for over a year. No parents, no school, no home, just survival. And that's when
Some
he
real
found the
survival
airports. Small airstrips scattered across the island. Unlocked hangars. Planes sitting unguarded, like they were waiting for
He
someone.
shouldn't have found that shit.
He'd slip inside at night, sit in the cockpit, study the instrument panel, read the flight manuals pilots left in the seats. And he started thinking. Police could follow cars. They had roadblocks, license plate readers, helicopters. But planes? Planes crossed state lines in hours. Planes didn't stop at borders. And if you crash landed in the wilderness,
My boy was
place
thinking outside of the
Colton knew
box
better
for
than
real.
anyone, you disappear completely. Planes weren't just transportation. They were freedom. You already know what happened next. You saw him breaking into houses to play Flight Simulator. You saw him steal flight manuals from airports. And you saw him take that
You gonna
first
say,
plane
fuck
in
it, I'm
2008.
flying this shit. That's exactly what you
Here's what
thinking.
you don't know. What was the actual plan? Where was he trying to go?
Sure. You
And
got
how
a
did a
plan?
17-year-old think he could keep stealing planes without getting caught? Washington State, 2008, 4:30 a.m. Colton Harris Moore is flying a stolen Cessna 182 at 5,000 feet. He's been in the air for 90 minutes. The sky is starting to lighten. Dawn is coming. And dawn means someone will see him. So he needs to land. Now. The problem, he's never landed a plane before.
Oh shit,
In
he
Flight
ain't never
Simulator,
land one,
you
yo.
crash and restart.
But he
Here,
can't.
You crash and die.
Die.
He scans the
Shit
ground
over
below.
with.
Dense forest, mountains, a few small towns. Then he spots it. An old airstrip. Overgrown, cracked pavement, but flat enough. He reduces throttle.
Shit,
The
fuck it.
plane descends. His hands shake on the controls. The airstrip rushes up. Too fast. He's coming in too fast. He pulls back. The nose lifts. The wheels slam down hard. The plane bounces. Hits again.
Bounces.
Skids across rough pavement. He
He
stomps
ain't never
the
did this
brakes.
before.
The Cessna shudders. Veers left into the grass. For a second, it feels like it's going to flip. Then it stops. Colton sits there,
Fuck
breathing
that
hard,
shit smoking.
engine ticking as it cools. He just flew 300 miles and landed alive. He cuts
He
the
did
engine,
that shit, though.
grabs his backpack, climbs out. The stolen Cessna sits crooked in the grass behind him. But Colton is already walking into the forest. By the time police find the plane 6 hours later, he's 40 miles away,
Go on.
and he's thinking. Here's what just happened. He stole a plane in Washington State, flew it to Idaho. The Washington police can't chase him across state
He was really
lines,
able to fly that bitch though.
and Idaho police don't even know he exists yet. Cars leave trails, license plates get tracked, witnesses see you at gas stations. But planes? Planes let you disappear across borders in hours, and if you crash land in the wilderness, nobody finds you for days. Maybe weeks. That's the plan. Not complicated, not long-term, just simple. When the police get too close in one state, steal a plane, and fly to another.
Yeah, get up out
Start
of there.
over. Clean slate, new
So he
hunting
just,
ground.
yeah, so he just
It's
keep
not
doing
about
it.
escaping America. It's not about running to another country. It's just about staying one step ahead, one state ahead, one flight ahead. And over the next 18 months, that's exactly what Colton does. He steals plane number 2, then 3,
But like,
then 4. Each time,
it's probably gonna tell
he
us.
crash lands. Each time, he
I'm trying to
walks
figure out
away.
really why though.
Each
Like,
time, he vanishes into the
why you
wilderness
just want to
while
evade police?
search
Like,
the
it's
wrong
probably
state.
fun thrilling.
Washington to Idaho, Idaho to South Dakota.
Like, you can never
South
predict
Dakota
what's
to
going on in
Indiana.
somebody's mind.
The FBI starts
I
connecting
just
the
love that
dots.
shit.
Teenage fugitive, stolen aircraft, crash landings in remote areas. They give him a name, the Barefoot Bandit. By 2010, Colton Harris Moore has stolen 4 planes. The FBI knows his face, his methods, his pattern, but they still can't catch him. Now stop and think about this for a second. A teenager is stealing airplanes, not candy bars, not bikes, airplanes.
A whole
And the
fucking
entire
airplane.
FBI can't stop him. Crazy, right?
If you're hooked on this story, do me a favor.
Yeah, subscribe to my man's Loom.
Keeps us going.
Now, what happens next will absolutely blow your mind, because Colton is planning one final flight.
Oh
And
shit,
this
what
one
he
will be
planning?
the most insane escape attempt in modern history. Indiana.
Get y'all
July
snacks, y'all. Get y'all
20.
snacks. She about to get
Colton
intense.
Harris Moore breaks into a small airport outside Indianapolis at 2 a.m. He's done this 4 times before, but this time is different. This time, he's not flying to the next state. He's flying to the Bahamas, across the ocean, over 1,000 miles of open water in a single-engine plane he's never flown before.
Crazy.
Most experienced pilots wouldn't attempt this without extensive preparation,
Sounds like a big
navigation
risk.
equipment, and a filed flight plan. Colton has none of that. What he has is a Cessna 400 Corvallis, a full tank of fuel, and a plan so insane it might actually work. He climbs into the cockpit, starts the engine, taxis to the runway, and takes off into the night sky, pointing the nose southeast toward the Atlantic Ocean.
Shit, he in the sky,
The
y'all.
flight should take about 7 hours if everything goes perfectly. But nothing about this is perfect. Colton has no GPS, no radio communication with air
He
traffic
just
control,
freestyling that bitch.
no weather updates, no backup plan if
Jump
the
right into the
engine
deep end.
fails over the ocean.
He fucked.
He's navigating by compass and dead reckoning, the same way pilots flew 100 years ago. The first 2 hours are easy, flying over land, lights below, marking towns and highways. But then he crosses the Florida coast and everything changes. Below him, nothing but black water. Above him, stars, no landmarks,
shit.
no reference points, just the endless Atlantic.
Shit just got a little
and the
hefty
sound
for
of the
him.
engine. If the engine quits now, he's dead.
He done.
No gliding to an emergency landing. No crashing in the woods and walking away. Just a long fall into dark water. He keeps flying. 3 hours. 4 hours. 5. The fuel gauge drops steadily. He does the math in his head. Does he have enough fuel? He thinks so. Maybe.
Thanks.
The sun starts rising ahead of him, light spreading across the water. And then, on the horizon, he sees it. Land. The Bahamas. A chain of islands scattered across turquoise water, like something from a postcard. He's actually going to make it. Think about what just happened. A 19-year-old kid with no formal pilot training just flew a stolen plane across 1,000 miles of ocean.
1,000 miles.
Alone, at night, with nothing but a compass.
Yeah, I definitely
One
thought he
engine
probably would have
failure,
ran out of
one
fuel,
navigation
crashed into the
mistake,
water or some shit.
one
He really
fuel
did that.
miscalculation, and he'd be at the bottom of the Atlantic. But he's here, looking down at the Bahamas. Freedom.
The
Now comes
Bahamas.
the hard part. He needs to land, but he can't just
Oh,
fly
shit.
into an airport. Customs would arrest him the second he stepped off the plane.
Yeah.
Immigration would see he has no passport, no documents, no legal way to be here. So Colton does what he always does. He improvises. He spots a beach on the eastern side of Great Abaco Island. Long, empty,
Let's see if it's
no
not as
people,
bumpy
no
as last
buildings,
time.
just white sand and palm trees. Perfect. He lines up his approach, drops lower. The beach rushes up to meet him. This is going to hurt.
Yeah, that's all
The wheels
sand.
hit soft sand.
Yeah.
Immediately, the plane starts sinking. The nose dips forward.
Oh my, that's
Propeller
way more
strikes the
bumpier.
beach
Look at
and
that shit.
explodes into shards of metal
Oh my
spraying
fucking
across the sand.
gosh.
The Cessna skids, tilts, buries itself halfway into
That's
the beach
fucking
before finally
crazy.
stopping. For a moment, Colton just sits there, heart pounding, hands shaking, ears
Like he
ringing
really
from the
tried to land
impact.
that bitch in the
Then
sand,
he
yo.
opens the door and steps out. Warm,
When did
tropical
that ever
air
go
hits his
right?
face. The sound of waves, the smell of salt water. He's standing on a Bahamian beach, 1,000 miles from the FBI,
Yeah.
outside American
At least he on an
jurisdiction,
island chilling.
outside their reach. Colton Harris Moore just pulled off the most insane escape in modern history. He's free.
Yeah.
If you're thinking right now that Colton finally escaped his problems, you're wrong. Because at this exact moment, everything is about to go catastrophically wrong.
No way.
And what happens next will be the worst nightmare he's ever faced.
Oh shit, let's see
Bahamian
chat.
police are already racing toward the crash site. Locals called it in within minutes of the plane hitting the beach.
Within minutes.
But Colton doesn't know that yet.
It was on that
He's
shit.
sitting in the sand next to the wrecked Cessna, still processing what just happened. He flew across the ocean, navigated by compass.
See, he got too comfortable.
Landed on a tropical island, and survived. Within 2 hours, Bahamian authorities know exactly who he is. The FBI has already sent them
Shouldn't have
everything.
sat there.
Photos, fingerprints, a complete
Yeah, they got
criminal
everything on him
profile,
anyway.
and a very clear message. This kid is dangerous, and we want him back. But here's the problem Colton didn't think about. The Bahamas isn't America.
Yeah,
It's
small
a
as
small
shit,
island
yeah.
nation where everyone knows everyone. You can't disappear into a forest for months like he did in Washington. You can't steal a car and drive to another state because there are no other states. It's an island, 70 miles
Exactly.
long, surrounded by ocean. And the
So he
Bahamian
fucked.
police know every road, every house, every
Mhm.
hiding spot.
I bet they do.
Colton realizes this too late. He spends the first night hiding in the brush near the beach. By morning, he's starving. So he does
bet
what
he
he
is.
always does. He breaks into a house, steals food, clothes,
In the Bahamas
a
though,
little
bro.
cash. But the homeowner comes back early,
Exactly.
sees the broken window, calls the police. Now the entire island knows he's
The
here.
entire,
Police
yeah,
set up roadblocks.
he's fucked.
Check every car.
Just because he
every
wanted some
boat,
food, like he was gonna die
every
because of
plane
starvation.
leaving the island. Tourists start posting on social media. The barefoot bandit is on our island. Becomes a game for some of them. Spot the
The
future.
barefoot bandit.
Take a photo. The net is closing. Colton tries to stay ahead. He breaks into another house, then another, stealing food, changing locations every few hours. But this isn't the Pacific Northwest wilderness. This is a tourist island with security cameras, neighborhood watch
Everywhere.
groups, and police who actually respond quickly.
Mm-hmm.
By day 3, Colton is desperate, cornered, hunted on an island with nowhere left to hide.
He been fucked, bro.
And that's when he
done.
does what he always does when there's no way out. He makes one last insane move. At 3 a.m. on July 11th,
Well, hop on a
2010,
boat.
he
That
finds
probably
a
would be the
speedboat
best idea,
docked at
bro.
a
I ain't gonna
marina.
lie.
The owner made a rookie mistake and left the keys in it. Colton doesn't hesitate. He steals the boat and races into the dark
Yep,
ocean.
got the fuck up
One
out of
final
there.
escape attempt. One final gamble. Heading for another island. Any island. Just away from the police closing
Yeah,
in
get
from
the fuck
every
up out of
direction.
there, bro.
The Bahamian police get the call immediately. Stolen boat. They know
Oh.
it's him. They launch pursuit boats.
See, they got that call
Fast
immediately,
ones,
though.
with lights and sirens and officers with guns.
How much of a
Colton
gap he
pushes
got,
the
though?
throttle to maximum. The boat skims across
You in a fucking
dark
boat
water.
chase,
He
yo.
can see the police lights behind him.
Oh, yeah, he
getting
fucked.
closer. He's done this before. Outrun police, disappear. But not on the ocean.
Yeah, the
Not in a
ocean is
boat
crazy.
He doesn't know how to operate properly. The engine starts sputtering. He didn't check the fuel, didn't check anything, just ran. The boat slows. The engine
I wonder if he
coughs,
just gonna give up or
dies.
jump in the water.
Colton is dead in
Yeah,
the
he
water.
way back, give up.
Literally. The police boats surround him. Lights everywhere.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, you
Voices
probably
shouting
die in
over
that water if you
loudspeakers
jumped in it
accents he
trying to.
barely understands.
Where you gonna go?
Stop the boat! Hands up! Do not move!
Colton stands there on the deck of a dead speedboat.
Damn, y'all. So after all that, yo, he got caught in the ocean on a boat chase.
Nowhere to run. No plane to steal. No forest to hide in.
He went out running
For
though.
2 years, he's been one step ahead of everyone.
And yeah, y'all see they show actual like
Police
surveillance
across
footage
5
and like
states.
you saw they show the
Homeland
pictures of
Security.
him.
He stole 5 planes, crashed
That's crazy.
everyone, walked away every time, became a legend. July 11th, 2010. Colton Harris Moore's run is over. He's extradited
Shit
to the
over with,
U.S.,
boy.
pleads guilty, and gets 6.5
What's a pretty long
years
run
in
now?
federal prison. Released in 2016. Sometimes the impossible is possible if you're crazy enough to try.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That was really crazy. Like being that young, to fucking what was his name? The barefoot. What was his name? The bear. What? Bandit. That's what it is. Look, see y'all. That's him right here. A barefoot bandit, yo. Yo, that was really crazy. Like, he would really take the airplanes for fun and all that. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed that video. Brain stutter. Let me know what else y'all would want to see. Feel me? Drop it in the comments. Whatever y'all want to see, I'll react to it. I'm gonna definitely find more Lume videos of these that I want to react to. But yeah, I hope everybody have a blessed day. You feel me? Yeah, until the next one.